Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Coach Tobias Forst, founder of Achilles Life Coaching, decade-long recipient of narcissistic abuse, and I've saved myself from it. My channel, as well as my coachings, are my way to offer you the help that you would like to have to get out of your individual relationships with your narcissists. Before we get into today's topic, I would kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Put the like to the video and comment below for the YouTube algorithm so that you enable others to find the help they are looking for. So the topic of today's video is refuse help, the poison to your future. We will go through a story from Egyptian mythology and extrapolate from that a total of 7 insights for you personally, for your individual situations, how to more adequately look at the situations you find yourself in so that you take your power back. So the story is about the goddess Isis and 7 scorpions. Isis is on her way, flanked by 7 scorpions as a protective squadron, and she has her baby son Horus with her. She cannot use her divine powers because she's fleeing from her brother Seth, or Sutash in the original form, and he would spot her immediately, find her, and capture her should she choose to use her divine powers. So she has to conceal her identity, and for the time being she's looking for food and shelter. So she comes by a rich woman in a bigger house, and that woman sees Isis and the 7 scorpions and slams the door shut and tells her to go on her way. There will be no help for her from this woman. Isis advances, moves on ahead, and there's a poor fisher girl. She doesn't have much, but she offers what she can, food and shelter, and Isis can stay there with the baby boy Horus. The 7 scorpions, however, have not forgotten the lack of aid that this rich woman named Uzert, that she refused to offer to Isis. So 6 of the 7 scorpions combine their poison into their leader Tefen, and he moves back to the house of the rich woman and stings her baby boy and poisons him with the combined poison force of 7 scorpions in total. The boy cannot be saved by human means. Uzert, the rich woman, is in turmoil, and she runs around with the baby boy trying to find help. Isis learns from this and decides to help the woman and the boy, and she names the names of the 7 scorpions and commands the individual poisons to come out of the boy. Naming something gives you power over something or someone. That was very big in Egyptian mythology. So the poison basically evaporates from the boy and he's healthy again. The rich woman, now very glad and thankful and overjoyed for the safety of her boy, offers her riches to Isis and the fisher girl, because the fisher girl committed an act of benevolence and rendered help to Isis, which she was not capable of offering. That's the story. So what can we take from this? Insight number 1. Refusing to help others might not impede or damage you directly, but it has the high potential to threaten your future, metaphorically speaking, displayed in the form of that temporarily poisoned boy. Insight number 2. If you're misreading a situation, you might very well come to completely wrong conclusions, as that rich woman Uzert did. She thought she saw a threat with that woman holding the baby boy and the 7 scorpions, and thought she could protect herself by slamming the door shut instead of offering them what she had, or just to stay overnight. So be mindful of what a situation actually is, because had you judged that this woman, Isis, did not force upon her the presence of herself and the scorpions, they could have just basically raided the place and stayed there. But no, that woman with the baby boy and the scorpions, she asked, and Uzet, the woman, refused to offer that help. Insight number 3. It very often doesn't require a lot to help somebody. That fisher girl didn't have much, but of what she had, she chose to share, food and shelter in this case. Insight number 4. Isis's concealment of her own power and capabilities. This is an interesting aspect of this story because it's very separate from all the rest of the insights. Be mindful, ladies and gentlemen, about who you share your plans and capabilities with. Because if you are too open with basically everything that is important to you, or that's on your schedule that you've planned, there might well be some form of another of a Seth in your life, or more of those, looking to find an angle in order to hinder you in some way, shape or form. Insight number 5. Isis is not a narcissist. And why is that? Because she didn't just go there, select different clay huts for the scorpions and stay in that house, use her divine powers to enslave that rich woman Uzet, and just extracted supply from her for the rest of eternity, basically. She had some sort of need and asked to be helped with just that, to stay there for the night and have something to eat. This leads to insight number 6. If you render help, life will reward you, ladies and gentlemen. That fisher girl offered the help to the goddess out of the kindness of her own heart. She didn't do it to receive, but she did do it in order to give someone who had at that point even less than she had. And it's not about other people paying her for that help. It's a metaphor for the sharing of wealth of the rich woman with Isis and the fisher girl. This is a metaphor for life rewarding people who offer help. So let it just play out, because that, for your own situations, because that fisher girl really, she couldn't have expected that, nor demanded that in any way. So let life reward you for offering your help to people in need and who deserve it. Last but not least, insight number 7, and here's a plot twist, ladies and gentlemen, because so far what we have done is we've treated Isis, the scorpions, the rich woman and the fisher girl as separate entities. We are going to change perspective now. What if all of this entirety of your story, happens within you? What if you as a person are looking for help out of some situation? You have your capabilities, you have your plans, and you're looking for help. Encompassed by the persona of Isis and the scorpions. Now, what if the other 2 women are metaphors for your personal decision process? What if you want to get out of a narcissistic relationship? You know that you need help, you know that you can render that help to yourself, but you are your own rich woman refusing to help yourself? Or are you, in that decision-making process, the fisher girl who might not change the entire world by a snap of her fingers, but offer just enough help so that you can take your next step to your own personal freedom. Because as long as you, ladies and gentlemen, choose for yourself to refuse yourself the help that you can give to yourself, you're inviting the poison for your own future. One step at a time. One act of kindness by your internal fisher girl mentality to find your way into your personal freedom. Big things have small beginnings. Be your own hero and be your own heroine. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.